All right, let's turn now back to meteorologist David Karnes, who is also broadcasting from home. And David, looking ahead to this weekend, if people want to get outside here, whether it's on the water or just to the park, are they going to have to dodge some showers and rain?
Yeah, probably not too much today, Latrice. We may see one or two passing showers, but we'll have only a 20% chance of that happening. For the most part, as you can see, cloudy and fairly cool for this time of the year. The average high is 81. We'll get into the mid-70s later this afternoon. So the Holiday Inn downtown camera providing that nice view for us, and we switch that to the radar. And are those clouds producing any rain at all? Yeah, maybe a spritz around Monteagle, but that is about it. And you're not going to get much more than that if you do get any rain at all in your area. Most of you won't see a drop. Low 60s around the Tennessee Valley right now. A little bit warmer in the higher elevations. It's in the mid-60s. And pollen counts, the latest one came down a few hours ago, 17 moderate levels of tree and grass pollen, and we'll see those levels staying pretty moderate through Friday into Saturday as well. Taking a quick look at our headlines then, mostly cloudy with a passing shower or two today. We are looking at some strong storms developing on Friday afternoon. We'll break that down for you coming up in just a second. And then it's going to be muggy with a few storms on Memorial Day weekend as well, just during the afternoon. But the main feature of the weekend and next week, for the most part, is going to be some really warm, muggy weather, highs in the mid-80s. Well, let's talk a little bit about the severe weather threats for tomorrow. There is a marginal risk of severe storms, mainly between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the latest. Heavy rain and lightning it's going to be the biggest thing that you will notice with these storms on a widespread basis, but there is a slight risk of damaging winds and small hail. The tornado risk less than 2%. While I'm not ready to completely 100% rule out any tornadoes developing, that is not the greatest concern with this system moving through tomorrow. We are going to call it a storm alert weather day, but primarily for heavy rain, lightning, and the possibility of damaging winds and small hail. The risk of wind and hail, 5%. When we talk about damaging winds, we're talking about wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. So the risk is 5% for our area. Low, but it is still a possibility nonetheless. Rainfall amounts looking at as low as a quarter of an inch up around Dayton and Athens. Most folks, though, will see anywhere from 3/4 of an inch all the way up to 1.5 inches of rain, and some isolated spots may get up to 2 inches of rain. So heavy rain in spots may be an issue. I wouldn't rule out where some of the heavier storms move through some isolated street flooding here and there. So our Vipercast model showing not much today at all. Again, maybe a spritz here and there, but for the most part, just a lot of cloud cover. It'll stay dry overnight into early Friday morning, but then again, by Friday lunchtime, now one thing to notice is a lot of the stronger storms with our last model run just about an hour ago was showing some of the stronger storms moving right through Chattanooga during the late afternoon. Well, let's take a look at that now. We're going to start by lunchtime to see a little bit of that heavy rain moving through, and then by 3 o'clock we're still looking at showers moving through, heavy rain at times continuing to train in, and that's about all we're looking at is just the heavy rain and lightning, and again a slight risk of gusty winds with those storms as well. After 5 o'clock things are going to begin to quiet down, though we may see a storm or two lingering until about 7 o'clock, and then after that the rain will end for Friday night. Heading into early Saturday morning, we will have to be watchful for a few pop-up showers for Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon, I'm not going to rule out a couple of showers for your Saturday afternoon and early evening either, as we warm up to 85 degrees. And then on Sunday, not looking at too much other than, again, a few passing pop-up showers or thunderstorms during the afternoon, as again we climb into the mid-80s. So for today, mostly cloudy, maybe a passing shower or two. We'll hit the high of 75 degrees in Chattanooga, 76 Dalton, low to mid-70s in the valley, upper 60s, low 70s in the higher elevations. And then tonight, we'll call it partly cloudy as we drop the low down to 60 degrees. And our storm alert 7-day forecast, storm alert weather day on Friday in response to the risk of just a few isolated severe storms during the afternoon. Main feature of your Memorial Day weekend and Memorial Day will be much warmer and more humid weather moving in, highs in the mid-80s, and a 20 to 30% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon hours of each day. Latrice?
All righty. Thank you so much, David.